Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not a
Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do the nice mini toiletry versus the cosmetic pouch GM. Okay, so these two items are very comparable to each other, and I'll go over that in a minute. I've done previous videos on each item about the Nice Mini and the cosmetic pouch GM. This was actually my first video that I ever filmed was on this particular item. So if you guys want to go back and watch my other videos, more to do so. Okay, so like I said, they're very comparable to each other. Obviously, you can see what differences that they have. One has a top handle and the other one doesn't. One has two zippers and the other one has one. And the shape of it, this is more of a dome shape. It's very round, kind of like the Alma BB, how it's round. And this one, angle, there you go. Alright, so now I'm going to open them up and I will show you how similar that they are on the inside. And then later in this video, I'm going to show you which item fits more, the Nice Mini versus the cosmetic pouch GM. And if I only had to choose one of these items, which one I would choose. Alright, so let's get into it. So I'm going to slide her over for a little bit. I'm going to bring this one forward. So this is the Nice Mini toiletry. And there are two other sizes in this series. There's a nano, which I think is a super cute. I mean, you can fit a Tic Tac in it. And then there's also the BB, which I would love to own, but my thing is what would I actually use that for? I have no idea. But I don't know, I kind of want that one, but I'll go into that later of a Louis Vuitton wish list in another video. So this is the mini. I'm going to open her up. Okay. So this is the inside, has that wipeable interior. And I'm going to open up the cosmetic pouch GM. And this also has the wipeable interior as well. Okay. So that means that if you spill anything in your items, for the most part, you should be able to clean it out, wipe it up, clean it out. I would probably suggest, maybe a water wipe. 100% or 99% water wipe to clean it out with. Now I don't know, like if you spill like a red nail polish or anything that's like bright and red or red lipstick, I don't know if it's gonna completely clear it out, but just be careful, okay? Alright, so now I'm going to go and put items into the cosmetic pouch GM, and I'm going to show you what all that fits in there. Then I'm going to take items out of this and put it in here, just so that you can see the amount of each item and how much it fits. Alright, so first I'm just gonna randomly throw things in there. So I have a little travel toiletries. I have deodorant, hand sanitizer, I have a hair tie, my lip gloss, and more lip gloss. So I'm gonna put that in there as well. And it fits pretty good, and I still have room. So of course, it wouldn't be a Little Lux video without me showing all of these feminine products. Like, this is ridiculous. So I have a thousand liners, and I have some tampons as well. I have more pads too. I'm gonna put that in there. All right, so now I'm gonna put in some Tylenol. If you want to just put in the earbuds. Like I said, this is my catch-all in my work bag, and I'm going to be featuring that beloved most used bag in a later video. I have my cords, which I just usually just sit on top. So I'm filling this item as though I would have it in my work bag, and I don't zip it up. So if you see that it's still open at the top, because that's just how I use it. I just pack it up to the brim and I just use it that way. So I have my Ricola drops. I have 2 of those. I have some Crystal Light. I usually just have that in there. And I think that's everything that I put into my Cosmetic pouch GM. Oh, and I have my Chanel mirror. So this is how I have it inside of my work bag. Like I said, I don't zip it up. I mean, if I try to zip it up, I guess I can do it for the sake of this video. But I really don't want to mess my item up. And she's already stretched. But I guess I could try to show you. Like if I wanted to zip it up, see, it's not going to work. So it's just not going to work. But it can fit all of these items. So I'm going to show you the items of how it fits into my nice mini. See how much room, or if it fits the same amount, or if it fits less. Alright, so I'm now going to transfer my items out of here and put them into here. I'm going to slide the Cosmetic pouch over a little bit, open up my nice mini. Alright, so I'm going to put my pads in the back. I have my liners as well. Then I'm going to put in my tamps. And I still have room. Then I'm going to put in my little travel necessity kit that I just showed. I'm going to put my cords in there. So I have my Tylenol. I have my Chanel mirror. Then I have another tamp. I have my headphones and my Crystal Light and my color drops. Okay, so that was everything that I had in the Cosmetic pouch GM, and I put them all into the nice toiletry. And surprisingly, she's filled. Like, I mean, there's still some room at the top. If you zip it, you probably have about 1 inch, because technically I believe this is exactly 1 inch. I mean, I don't know, but you may have just 1 inch left to put other items into the toiletry. So they hold, oops, I missed this little one. So it holds about the same amount. You know, you're not losing any space from going from the GM to the nice mini. And it's kind of weird because the nice mini feels a little bit heavier with all these items in than my Cosmetic pouch GM. You would think this would feel heavier for some reason, but it doesn't. But they fit the same amount. So it's up to you. It all depends on what you're going to be using these items for. And if you're going to be using them for multiple uses. Like converting, that's a really big thing in the luxe community, where you're converting items and making them into handbags or whatever you want to use it for. So if you just need a nice catch-all in your bag, your work bag, your everyday casual bag, whatever bag that you're using, and you only had to choose one, then I would go for this option, the Cosmetic pouch GM. So they do make this in a smaller size, which is the PM size. And I didn't get that because I felt like it would have been too small, and it's very comparable to, or might be comparable to, the mini pochette. And I thought about that as well. But I figured for the price of the mini pochette, which is $745, this is the same price and you get more space, so you have more usage to put your items in. I just went for this one. And I didn't even want to go for the PM size because it's like half the size. It's really small. And you just seen the amount of items that I just put in there. There's no way that I'm going to get... These are items that I carry every single day. I cannot downsize from this, especially in my work bag. Like, this has to be in my work bag. Yes, there is 1,000,001 pads and tampons and liners. I need those. Because you just never know. You know, I need my headphones. Well, not necessary. I need my cords. I need... You gotta have some extra deodorant on sweaty days, okay? Like, I have to have these items with me every single day. And if I were to try to put these items into the smaller version of this or mini pochette, I would be highly disappointed because I'm like, dang, I'm going to need another pouch to put my items in. So like I said, if you just need one item to put your everyday essentials, your must-haves, I would go for this. However, if you want to have an item that you can kind of use in different ways, that you can use as a handbag, you can use it to go traveling with. I mean, you can travel with this too, don't get me wrong, as a nice cute travel piece. If you want to use it in different ways, I mean, you can put both of these items on your vanity and they still look cute, but which one would look cuter? I don't know. It's up to you which one you think would look cuter. I think they're both would look cute actually, but this, you know, has the bandeau on it. It just gives it a different vibe, and the top handle is life, I swear. And the only reason why I would pick this item over this one, if I had to have one in my collection, is this, and it is simply because of this top handle. This top handle is a game changer on the Nice Mini toiletry. Like, it just took it to a whole nother level. This is a bag. This is no longer a toiletry. This is a handbag. And you can't handbag this. I mean, I have seen different videos on YouTube where people are converting and they're getting the D-rings from Amazon, which I talked about in a previous video. With this, you can also do it as well. But if you don't want to go through all of that and you just want to simply carry a top handle, you can, because it has a top handle, and there you go, you got a whole handbag. But I have seen people get the D-rings from Amazon and they loop it through here. They either get an insert that you put inside, and then it has like the little strings or whatever, and you can kind of convert this into a crossbody. I don't know. I feel like it just looks weird that way. It feels like you're forcing this to be a handbag versus this one actually looks like a handbag. That's just my opinion. I mean, you do what you do, you boo, you do whatever makes you feel special. But yeah, so this is my versus of the Nice Mini and the Cosmetic Pouch GM. As I mentioned before, if you just want that one piece, that everyday essentials, you can just throw it in your catch-all in your bag, go for this. But if you want something that's a little bit more versatile, you can do from different uses, like handbags. You can also do it for toiletry, you know, travel, whatever. I would say go for this. However, as I mentioned, for travel, because you're going to be putting these items in your luggage, or if you have a carry-on bag or whatever bag that you're using, to maximize the space in your luggage, that it doesn't take up too much space, you might want to go for this one. See, they kind of go, it's like, which one do you choose? I don't know. You can go for this one because of the shape. It's a lot flatter, so it's more narrow. Well, of course, when you have items in, it's going to puff out a little bit, but I feel like it will lay a lot nicer or flatter, smaller in your luggage versus this. This is going to take up quite a bit of room in your luggage, and I'm going to do a travel video as well. I did just recently, just not too long ago, get back from a trip, but of course you never post that stuff in real time. So this is like months and months and months ago that I went on a trip. And so I'm going to do a pack with me travel edition, or what to carry travel edition. I'm going to do a whole series on that later on my channel. But if you use this as a travel piece, let's just say in your like in your carry-on or whatever, this is going to take up a lot of room. Like, look at the width of this versus this. This is a lot slimmer. This is pretty thick. You know, this she's hefty. You know, look at that versus this. See how slim that is? So this is gonna take up some room in your bag. I mean, you can lay her flat, but you don't want to squish it. You don't want to mess nothing up. So I wouldn't suggest that. But I will go over all of that when I do a travel series later on my channel about what items that I would take with me necessarily when I travel, and the uses for the items, and I'll go over all that later. But here they are. This is the Nice Mini And then this is Cosmetic Pouch GM. Alright guys, so I just did the verses, and obviously that you can tell they both fit the same items. Obviously this is going to fit a little bit more because you do have that top, that extra inch. Like I said, this is my inch. I don't know who told me, but apparently that's supposed to be an inch. So you do have that extra inch of space where you can add more items and you keep piling it up and piling it up. But I feel like that wouldn't make any sense to do, to keep piling things up even if you have that extra inch, because then when you open it, your stuff's going to be all up here and it's going to fall out. You don't want that. That's not cute. You don't want to do that. Alright guys, but here they are. So which ones do you think won this battle? Do you think it was a nice mini toiletry, or do you think it was a Cosmetic Pouch GM? Alright guys, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Bye.